Thank you again for clicking our videos to show the tutorials for how to select a room for the upcoming fall semester. This video is the second of 2 videos that walk students through the process of first selecting a roommate and then the room. If you've not had an opportunity yet to select your roommates or watch the video on selecting roommates, please be sure that you've already completed that prior to your lottery time. This selection now will go through, again, CNAV My Housing page and the actual process of selecting the room for next year. As was discussed in the roommate selection video, this process is in the CNAV area, and we will log on now to show you how to view your CNAV My Housing. As students have become familiar with the Gettysburg website, you know the name CNAV. When you log into CNAV, you should be able to click down the drop-down to find the tab called My Housing. When you're in your My Housing page, it should look something similar to this. This is just a mimic page, as yours will have other images and information on it. For the housing selection process, it's important to know locations to find very important things. On the right, you're going to notice a tab for floor plans. As you begin your room selection process, make sure that you're evaluating the floor plans and having the opportunity to look at the different buildings and options that are out there. The other area that you'll see that after you've been notified that your lottery number and time has been published, this is where you'll be able to first view where that is. As you can tell, this student has the lottery date and time of April 14th, and they can begin the selection process at 9:03 a.m. Students are able to select not before 9:03 a.m. their room, but they are able to do so after. This student's priority number is 1004. You will see these numbers range differently depending on what your lottery number is. It's very important to remember that when you're in the room selection process, that only one roommate needs to make the selection on the day. But you should ask the roommate with the earliest time to make that selection. In this step of the tutorial, we're first going to start by showing you how to select double rooms. These are our rooms across campus that will be yourself and only one other roommate. Again, you'll find these in our traditional halls like Musselman or in Stevens Hall, as well as our motel rooms. As we review your CNAV My Housing page, what we've found in this particular scenario is that student 1 of the 2 roommates has the better selection time. In this case, the student with time of 9:01 a.m. will be the one that selects for the group. At 9:01 or shortly after, you would log on to CNAV My Housing and you would click Select a Room or Suite. The first thing it'll show you is the number of people in the roommate group. For this example, there are 2 people in this group, meaning the only options that are going to be visible for these students are only double rooms. You would simply click Select from Room List and searching available rooms for 2 people. As you can tell, there are multiple options for this particular group due to their time, and that some of them had not been selected. This group is interested in living in Colonial Hall for next year, so they scroll down to their space, they see that the room that they are interested in is still available, and they hit Select the Room. If the room that they were looking for is not available, you would continue to go down until you find the room that you were looking for. Looking at a double, you'll be asked at this time is who's going to be in bed 1 and who is going to be in bed 2. When we're looking at doubles, this really doesn't impact much, but just make sure and confirm that you have the correct students in your area. After you've confirmed that, you're going to hit Submit Room Selection. Hitting it twice. When your room selection is confirmed, you should be able to see a screen like this. Congratulations that your room selection has been saved, and that the roommates would receive that confirmation shortly. That is the simple process of 2 students selecting a double room. And now I'd like to walk through a tutorial if you needed to select an apartment. As discussed earlier, prior to being able to make a room selection, make sure that your entire group and roommates have already chosen each other. That will greatly impact your ability to see apartments that equal the total number of people in your room. This particular roommate pair has 4 individuals looking to live together in an apartment for next year. Of the 4 students that have already matched, the person with the lowest time or the best time is selecting at 9:01 a.m. Similar to the double, the only person that needs to make this selection is the person with the best time. They will be asked to log into CNAV My Housing and then back to the same screen that they're at. You'll notice here you have the opportunity to select a room or suite. Click that button, and again you'll see the 4 people of your matched roommate group. If you do not see all 4 here, or whatever number you're looking for, you'll need to make sure that that is matched before that you begin. As you hit the select room from the list and search for available rooms, it will display to you all 4-person apartments that are currently available in the lottery process. If a room that you were looking at earlier is not currently available, that means somebody has already selected it and you'll have to make another choice. The nice part about this system is you're able to review the rooms even prior to your time. So if you're waiting later in the afternoon, you can always log in and see what rooms are available as you wait in anticipation for your selection. Again, as you search available rooms, this particular group wanted to live in Apple Hall. As they scanned down and they had the opportunity, they felt that they wanted to live in Apple 114. Again, only one person needs to make this selection, even though, again, we're talking about 2 different rooms in an apartment. So you select the room or suite, and it brings down the drop box. Room 114A, bed 1, room 114A, bed 2, room 114B, bed 1, and room 114B, bed 2. This is the part where you have the opportunity to move yourselves around. What we knew is that in bedroom A, these 2 students wish to live together, but in bedroom B, these 2 students wanted to live together. Review this several times before you hit submit, just to make sure that you have it correctly. Have no fear if you do need to make changes later, we're able to do that, but this is where you want to confirm that. You hit your submit the room selection, and it tells you congratulations, you've done that. This is the final step for you choosing your apartment. Again, thank you so much for listening to both of our tutorials as we go through the room selection process. As always, feel free to reach out to us so that we can help you and to make it as stress-free as possible as you go through that. And reach out, obviously, before selection day as well if you need any assistance. Thank you.